Today on Sporting Top 10, we'll be counting down the top 5 games of Week 5 in college football and the NFL, and with my weekly NFL pick'ems. At our number 5 matchup of the week, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. Now this is a rematch of the NFC divisional round last year, where the Packers barely scraped by at AT&T Stadium and the Cowboys were sent home early. But I think it's going to be the exact same thing as last year. I think the Packers are going to win in this close game, as Aaron Rodgers is just going to go lights out on that weak Cowboys defense. And I think Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott will have good games though. At our number 4 matchup of the week, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide at Texas A&M. Now this is a matchup of 2 quality SEC schools, as Alabama is number 1 in the nation and Texas A&M always seems to be a factory for football talent. And this is at College Station, which I think will make this a closer game than if it was at Alabama, but I have Alabama and Jalen Hurts beating the Aggies. At our number 3 matchup of the week, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Houston Texans. Now the Kansas City Chiefs are the only undefeated team left in football this year. And I think that ends this week, as Deshaun Watson looks like the real deal at quarterback from Clemson. He looks like a poised passer, even though he does have the legs to run. I am a big fan of this kid, and I think the Texans will pull a stunner in Houston to the Chiefs. At our number 2 matchup of the week, we have the Carolina Panthers at the Detroit Lions. Now this is a matchup of 2 quality 3-1 teams, as Carolina is coming off a big win at Foxborough in New England as they beat the Patriots 33-30 last week, and the Lions are a quality team at 3-1. Their only loss being to the NFC champion Falcons a couple weeks ago. So these are 2 quality teams. But I have the Panthers pulling this one out in a close one, because if you could beat the Pats, the Pats aren't having that great of a year so far, but they're still a quality team, and if you could beat them in Foxborough, you could beat anybody. At our number 1 matchup of the week, we have the New England Patriots at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a young, up-and-coming team, and this is going to be a statement win if they can pull this one out. They are in the stacked NFC South that includes the 3-1 Falcons, the 3-1 Panthers, and they are 2-1 as they had their bye in Week 1 because of Hurricane Irma. But I think that the Pats will pull this one out, because the Patriots never throw up 2 bad weeks in a row, and Tom Brady is Mr. Consistency, and he's going to lead them to this W. And on to my weekly NFL pick'ems. I have the Patriots beating the Buccaneers on Thursday night. I have the Jets killing the Browns, because the Jets actually look like a decent team this year. I have the Panthers beating the Lions. I have the Colts beating the 49ers at Lucas Oil Stadium. I have the Titans beating the Dolphins, as the Dolphins' offense is just so bad this year. I have the Bengals beating the Bills. I have the Chargers beating the Giants, and I have the Steelers beating the Jaguars in my lock of the week. I have the Eagles beating the Cardinals because it is at their house, and I have the Rams beating the Seahawks because it is at their house. And I have the Raiders beating the Ravens, as the Ravens look like a mediocre team this year. I have the Packers beating the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium, and I have the Texans beating the Chiefs, and that is my upset of the week. And on Monday night, I have the Vikings beating the Bears. My last week's record was 11-5, and my overall record is 38-25. Hopefully, I can improve on that this week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Sporting Top 10.